Hi, I'm Colin, and today sharing some ideas on the future of the online recruitment industry. Now, a couple of years back, I had actually contacted the relevant person at LinkedIn head office and given them some ideas, and they said they're already working on all of the ideas, and I've already seen a couple of them in action. So, for example, there's the option that candidates can flag on their profiles the level of interest they are, how actively they're searching for jobs. And also, there's a link over to social media because, as we know, recruiters almost always check social media profiles. But there are still a couple of the ideas that I had that I haven't seen them do yet, and this is what I'd like to share with you now. So basically, job boards are a little bit outdated already because recruiters typically just use LinkedIn databases. Recruitment agencies often don't even use their own databases because, well, why should you? Because everything's on LinkedIn already. So it's already a powerful tool. It's got a huge amount of data there. But what else could be achieved with that data? It's still following a fairly old-fashioned format of advertising jobs and searching candidates. But what else is it truly capable of if we think about it? What you can do using LinkedIn, manually at the moment, but this could be automated, is to get an organization chart of an entire company that you're looking at. So for example, you're targeting a competitor to recruit staff from. Now, there's enough consistency in organizational design that you could map that competitor almost exactly. So you look at the competitor, you look by site, by location, and then you look at all the job titles. So for example, there'll only be one finance director or CFO. Although the positions may be called something a bit different, it would be easy enough to construct the logic around that. Then you'd, let's say, target the sales department. So you'd be looking for sales directors, then sales managers, then sales supervisors, then category managers, then sales representatives. So all of this could be put forward into an organisation chart. Now this organisation chart isn't going to be exact and will need a bit of tidying up by somebody using a bit of human logic. And this gives the idea then of what about deconstructing the employment agency or executive search industry. So at the moment you have a usually contingency success fee of thousands of dollars often for a relatively small piece of work and one that you maybe don't need all the aspects of. Now, if we deconstructed it using this technology, what would it look like? So what aspects of the recruitment process could it be broken down into? So the first one would be to take the raw data on the computer-generated organization chart and start organizing that properly. Use a bit of human logic on tidying that one up. Next stage could be to start then linking to the relevant CVs and tidying those CVs up. Next stage could be to contact some of those candidates to see their interest and give them information about your company. Next stage could be to organise interviews. Now, all of these stages could be bought and sold individually, and this could be done at a bit of a freelancer market. So, either the LinkedIn itself could host that freelancer market, or it could just link over to many of the platforms that exist at the moment, like freelancer.com. So you'd have rated companies who are human resource specialists who are good at doing this, have their rating, and can offer competitive prices for only the bits of the service you want. Going forward, what about reference checking or providing links to social media? All of these things could be deconstructed services, and you only pay a relatively small price for the part of the recruitment process that you wish to outsource and keep the most vital bits of it in-house. Now, if you have loads of information on your competitors, it isn't just for recruitment that this could be interesting. It could also be used for business intelligence. So, for example, you are a soft drinks manufacturer and there's a factory up the road. You'd be very interested if they got a new factory manager and if the person was any good or not. Now, if this information is coming in live through LinkedIn anyway, and you're subscribed, you're set up to be continually monitoring that, then that information could be fed to you, not just to the human resources department or the strategy department, but to your factory manager to see about the factory manager up the road with your competitor. So this would be live business intelligence coming in It's not just recruitment, this could be so much more important, and I think a lot of people would pay for that service. So you see at the moment, LinkedIn is still rather limited in the way they're thinking about technology. They could do an awful lot more with the database and the information they have. It just needs logically rethinking. And if they don't do it, then presumably other companies will step in. So using one of their customers' subscription to LinkedIn would then be sorting the data for them and running the outsourced market. But if you're the platform, if you're running the outsourced market, you're at a great advantage. So I suspect LinkedIn at some point will go in this direction. To be the market leader, you need to stay on top.